What's
Oh my
happening,
goodness.
sir?
Hey, listen. Hey guys, here we are. We got less than a minute to go. With this time you've got left, if you haven't done so already, send out those last minute texts, make those last minute phone calls. You want to get as many people in front of this presentation as possible. And you're going to understand why tonight. We've got a chance of a lifetime to do something not only for ourselves, but for so many people across this country who need a program like MWR Financial. So let's get into it and talk about it. My name is Gerald W. Parker. I'll be your host tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. And listen, it's an honor to serve with you on this journey. As I've said earlier, my co-host, Mr. Benjamin McCray, is with us tonight. Guys, and we're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to talk about this business and money. We're going to talk about the company that's taken the financial service industry and turned it on its head, because it's offering us now, everyday person, a real shot to win, because these guys are going to provide us with all the tools, the systems, and the experts that we might be able to execute this thing and beat this thing called this money game that's happening. There is a money game being played. Most of us don't know the rules. We can't even get in the game, much less win it until now. The playing field has been made even. We have got a shot at winning in a big way. Listen, let's talk about it. What is happening with all this excitement and the company that's taking this country by storm? It's MWR Financial. So what is MWR? MWR stands for Make Wealth Real. Guys, I want you to know that we're real serious about this too. Now, we are the financial makeover company. So let's get into the PowerPoint and just gonna go through this thing to help you understand. Listen, if you're seeing it for the first time, I want you to take some notes. You're gonna have some questions. We hope that we'll be able to open up the platform at the end so we can answer those questions for you. But once again, MWR Financial, that's who we're talking about. That's what we're talking about, the financial makeover company. So let's get into it. We're here tonight to talk about money. Now, you and I have all had these conversations to ourselves. We've had them with our family members. We've had them with co-workers, friends, everybody that we know. This is part of the conversation, particularly now, more than ever before. What are the questions that we've got about this whole business of money? What do we need to learn about it? One, where's it going? And I mean, think about it. My experience, paid on Friday, broke on Monday. How is that possible? Where's this money going? And then once we figure out where it's going, then how do we get it back? Right? And then how do we make more of it? Here's the other question. Then how do we keep it once we make more of it? But here's the ultimate question that we all have to figure out at the end of the day. How do we make it work for us? See, we've got this whole thing backwards, right? One of the financial advisors with this platform shared with me 5 years ago and said, Gerald, most people have this understanding that they've got to work for money. Was never designed to be that. Money is a tool used to benefit you and me and the lives of others. Money was designed to work for you. So we've got to position ourselves. And that's what separates the wealthy from those who are not so wealthy, because the wealthy have figured out how to make money work for them. Now, why is that so important? Because we know that money's going to outwork you and me. While we're sleeping, money is working. It never calls out sick. It shows up on time every day. It does exactly what it has to do, which is what? Compounds itself. Compound interest is the most fascinating thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I think it was Einstein who said it was the eighth wonder of the world. So let's talk about it. MWR Financial and our concept. We have simplified this thing. We've identified the problems. We've created the solutions. We're going to help you achieve your objectives, and all handled by one company. So we know that there are 4 financial roadblocks that's holding us all up. Why can't we get past this hurdle and get on the other side of the money? Meaning put ourselves in a position where we never have to worry about it again. For most people, we can't do it. 98% of the population. But I want you to understand it's all by design. So you're not in this by yourself. But now this concept, MWR Financial, we've created the 3 solutions that you're going to need to overcome these 4 roadblocks. Now, what is those 3 solutions going to help you do? Achieve your 2 financial objectives, right? Your current lifestyle and your future lifestyle. Who does all of this? One company, MWR Financial. Now, let's dig into it a little deeper and talk about these issues as it relates to what's holding us up, these roadblocks. Our biggest expense, it's not your mortgage, it's taxes. Why? Because 1/3 of your income is going toward that every single paycheck. Now, credit and debt plays a part, comes in number 2. Number 3, big business shows up, right? And then 4, is inflation, right? These are the things that are holding us up, but we're going to show you how to overcome those things. Why is it so important that we figure it out? Because we're in a trap right now, ladies and gentlemen, a trap that was created even before you were conceived. The day of your birth, you got caught in this trap, and we're all in it trying to figure it all out. Again, all by design. It was never set up for you to figure out. The deck has been stacked against us forever until now. We've got a chance to kind of work our way through this maze and get on the other side of it, because here's the trap. And I know I'm preaching to the choir because you've seen it and heard it all before. What do they teach you to do? Go get yourself a good education, right? And once you get that good education, what happens next? You get yourself a good job. And once you get that job, then what? Then you end up working 40 hours a week for 40 years, and they expect you to live off 40% of the income that you were making when you were working full time. Most people couldn't make it off 100% of the income. How is it possible to make it off 40? Why was it so difficult? Think about this. 1/3 of your income is going toward the government for taxes, right? And so now what we've done is dug a hole for ourselves. Now, how do we fix that make up for that loss? We go out and establish credit. Why? Because we're financing a lifestyle, right? We want to create some quality of life for ourselves and our families. So how do we close this gap? We establish credit. But what does that do? It digs the hole even deeper. So we're in more trouble now, all by design. As big business, these guys know how to do it. Now, then we end up giving another 1/3 of our income away to the banks to cover the debt that we've created. And then that leaves us only 1/3 left of our income to cover basic normal living expenses. We got to have gas, grocery, utilities, insurance, all those basic things, right? But look what happens. These holidays show up, as they consistently do, and capitalized on by big business. These guys have got it figured out. We've got to understand that we need to be in big business in order to get some of this money that they're extracting from you and I. Because what are these holidays designed to really do? Because we conditioned to believe that we've got to participate in each one of them. So it's forcing us to spend money we don't have, buying things that we don't need to impress folks that we don't even know, or sometimes like. That's the trap that we're caught in. So big business usually gets what's left. And what is that leaving us with? Little or no money to save or invest for retirement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the trap. And this trap, again, is killing most people. I mean, hurting us financially where we can't move our lives forward. But again, help is on the way. I want you to clearly understand that. Now, we're not done yet as it relates to these traps that are being created by big businesses, banks, and everyone else, those who control the income. Think about it. 2% of the population basically controls 98% of the income in this country. We're turning that around as a result of what MWR Financial is bringing to the table. This business of inflation that's staring you square in the face right now. Every time you go to the gas station, you see it. Every time you go to the supermarket, you see it. This is the increase in cost in goods and services that is growing faster than our wages. This gap is getting wider every single day. And that is the frightening part, because many people won't be able to close this gap, having to decide, do I put food on the table or gas in the car? And we live in the richest country in the entire world. And people within this society have to, fight through this every single day and make hard decisions like that. I say enough is enough. No bueno. We're going to do it the right way, because we're going to show you how to do it, because there's a fix to all of this. Believe it or not, everybody is not struggling financially. Even in the midst of a pandemic, more millionaires are created in this country in the past 2 years or 3 years than there have been in the past 20 years. How is that possible? See, these guys are doing something different than you and I, but we've got it figured out now because we've come up with the fix. Look at the 3 solutions that MWR Financial and these experts have put together for you and me to capitalize on all of this. 1, we're going to master income shifting, and we're going to show you what that's all about. The second thing we want to do is help you establish your own home-based business. Why is that so important? 1, it's going to help you generate additional income, but you look at the tax laws in this country, how they're structured. Who are they designed to benefit? Business owners, right? That's you and me now. But that new income is going to help you create passive residual income or passive investment income, basically, to put yourself in a position where you've got money making money for you. Now, that sounds pretty good to me, where you've got enough money to maintain the quality of life and live the lifestyle that you want, and that money will take care of it for the rest of your life. That's what I'm talking about. So let's position ourselves to do that. Starting with this whole business of income shifting. What is this concept about? This is MWR's cash back system, right? Here's what we do. We're going to help you take this money back, shift it back away from government, banks, and big business, and put it back where it belongs. Where did it belong? In your pocket. That's where it started, right? So let's keep it there. Well, how are we going to do this, you might ask? Well, here's how we're going to do it. We're going to help you reduce your taxes, save more money. As early as your next paycheck, put that money back into your pocket. And I ask you this, if you got paid, say, this past Friday, and on that particular payday, you looked at your check stub, you see how much taxes they were taking out. Suppose that money was in your check on last Friday. What difference would that have made to you and your family this past weekend or for the next few weeks? It would have made a profound impact, I'm sure. Now, the other thing we want to do is help you lower your bills. You think about the existing bills you have. How about taking a portion of those bills and shaving off a portion of that every single month? Now, the other thing we're going to do is help you eliminate your debt in record time. Pay off all your bills. How about taking a 30-year mortgage and paying it off in 7.5 years? People are doing it every single day through this system. The other thing we're going to help you achieve is enhancing your credit score. We know what a good credit score is going to do for you. It's going to make a profound impact. You can refinance those high interest rate loans, take the difference of that money and put back in your pocket. You're going to get a break on your insurance premium on your home and automobile, right? Because you're not a great risk now like you were before with the low credit score. So it means everything to position ourselves to win so we can stop overpaying for all of this stuff. Now, not just what I'm saying, let's talk about results we've gotten over a very short period of time. Now, I want to be very clear here. This is a 5-year window, meaning MWR Financial hit the ground in 2017. And within that time frame, from that then until this day, look at what we've been able to achieve for our members who are participating in the program. As it relates to our tax reduction strategies, taxes saved, okay, per month, over $10 million for our members, current day. Our bill lowering capabilities, monthly bill reduction, we're over $2 million for our members thus far. $2 million saved, money back in their pocket. Our debt elimination strategies, interest eliminated from my members' debt, 1.5 billion, guys. I said it right, billion, 1.5 billion. Over 18,000 people have already realized a 50 to 150 point increase in their credit score. Pretty good, huh? That's what we do. Now, here's the most impressive number to me. Eliminating off our members' time in debt, over 30,000 years combined. If you put it all together, what we've done thus far, over 30,000 years combined. Now, guys, before we leave this slide, I want to clearly help you understand what's happening here. When I look at this number of over $10 million, this number of over $2 million, this number of 1.5 billion, did you realize that that money before this platform was in the hand of the banks and big business? That we've been able to help extract that money away from big business and banks and put it back in the pockets of an average everyday person. This is huge. And this is just a 5-year run. What are these numbers going to look like in 10 years? What would these numbers look like in 20 years? I mean, I'm telling you, it's profound, the impact that we're having on society as it relates to this program. Now, let's go to solution number 2. We talked about the importance of being a home-based business owner, right? We're going to help you do that. We're going to provide you with all the advantages of owning a home-based business without the headaches. When I say headaches, I'm talking no employees, no office rental, all of those things that are associated with the traditional business. This is a true turnkey operation. Everything that you need to succeed, everything you need to operate this platform is in place already. You just show up and go to work. I'm telling you. Now, let's think about this. The number one way as it relates to a business ownership, it's the number one way to help you reduce your taxes as a business owner, right? You can work from home or anywhere for that matter, a great deal of flexibility in your life while being able to control your income. I like that concept. I'm in control of it now. Nobody else is. No man has got his thumb on my head. I'm running this operation and I like the way it feels. Now, think about this. It's going to also help you stay ahead of inflation. So we can beat that back all day long, right? And then we also are going to be in a position to pay our debts off faster. Why? Because we're generating income now, more income over and above what we're doing for whatever it is we're doing now to generate income. We have the ability to generate more so we can throw that new money at our debts and pay them off faster, even accelerate our retirement date. Now, my good friend Brendan McCrae always reminds me that retirement has nothing to do with age. It has to do with your financial position. If you are, position yourself when you've got money that can cover the quality of life that you desire to have, right? And that money continues to come in residually month after month after month and can sustain the lifestyle that you want, you can retire. But we've got to position ourselves first. We've got to get there. So how do we do it? Let's take advantage of this income opportunity that's associated with MWR Financial. Now, this thing, what I love about it, no earning limits. There's no ceiling here. I was talking to Ben McCrae a few minutes ago. There's a young man that joined the platform 21 days ago, ladies and gentlemen, and he has just qualified to be a part of the $1 million residual club ring. He's got the ring. He's got in 21 days. So what does it take to hit that level or to qualify for the ring? A minimum of $8,400 a month in income, a minimum of $8,400 in 21 days. The record prior to was 3 months. In 21 days, this young man is, why am I telling you the story? Because if he can do it, then you can do it. So what he's proven to me and what he's proven to everyone else, that it is possible. If one man can do it, 1,000 men can do it. If 1,000 men can do it, 10,000 can do it. Now, what do we do? And how did this gentleman go about making it happen? Exposing others to what MWR Financial has to offer. That's all it takes. You don't have to become a CPA, a financial planner, a credit restoration expert, debt elimination expert, investment consulting, none of that required. You just go tell this story. Share with the general public what we bring to the table and watch the excitement. Believe me, it works. And I'm going to tell you a story at the end of this to prove to you that it does work. Now, let's talk about how we generate this income and where it comes from. This whole concept of daily guaranteed income every single day is unheard of. There's no other company in this industry. I want you to do your research and due diligence on MWR Financial. You won't find it anywhere else. Daily guaranteed income. So we pay you daily so you can generate profits right now, not tomorrow, right now, instead of having to wait on a paycheck. You remember when you first started your job, you had to work a week in a hole, 2 weeks in a hole, maybe before you got your first paycheck. You show up at MWR Financial on Monday and you get paid on Monday, not Tuesday, on Monday. How do we do it? So we have two options here to generate income. We can sponsor people into the business that want to lock arms with us and do exactly what we do as QFDs, Qualified Financial Directors. That means we're sharing the program and we're generating income. We're operating as independent contractors. We partner with MWR Financial. We own our own financial services company, partnering with the fastest growing financial strategies company in the country. We also have a way to make money as customers, referring those to the program that just want to use the services. So if you sponsor a business owner into the program, MWR Financial pays you upfront $50 right now. If you're in the program this moment and you sponsored me into the program, then you would get paid immediately. Now, as a customer, you plug me into the program, MWR Financial is going to pay you $40 up front. But the beauty of that is that you have a chance now to generate residual income from every customer that you put into the program. Every customer after number 3, from number 4 through infinity, not only are you going to get the 40 up front, but you're going to continue to make $10 a month in residual income month after month after month. But there's more money on the table. This is what we call our momentum bonus. Now, we want to get you off to a fast start. We want to show you how to do this and get all of your investment back up front. How do we do it? You find 3 people like me, people that are sick and tired of being sick and tired, that want to control their own destiny, that want to own their own business, that are tired of some man with his thumb on their head. They want to break through that glass ceiling and control their own life. Then those are the 3 people that you need. You lock on to those 3 people, put those people in your business within the first 30 days. MWR Financial now pays you $150 as a momentum bonus. Now, all we've got to do is duplicate that process one more time, meaning help those 3 get their 3. There's $450 more on the table. So let's duplicate that process a 3rd time. We're 3 levels deep now. So you've helped those 3 get their 3, then you've helped those 3 get their 3. Now we're helping that next set of 3 get their 3. There's $900 more on the table, ladies and gentlemen, paid to you as a bonus for helping those people get to the next level. That's $1,500 in total income. And we can do this in whatever time frame you choose. Now, they give us a 90-day window to do it, but there's nothing saying that we can't do this in 10 days. That's not saying we can't do this in 20 days. I say to you, hit the ground running and get all of this money, every bit of it. Now, let's talk about this daily guarantee. Now, here's what excites me, because I can take a person with 0 experience in this business, someone who just has a desire to win in life, put this program in front of them and give them an opportunity to chase their own dream. You pick your number, starting at $5 a day up to as much as $8,500 a day. Now, let's stop at $8,500 a day, because I want you to clearly understand that $8,500 a day is over $3 million a year in annual income, passive residual income. So I ask you this question: what changes in your life with $3 million a year? I can answer it for you. Everything. The car you drive, the house you live in, the clothes you wear, where you send your kids to school, your entire life changes. What sort of impact can you have on your community or your family? What sort of difference can you make now in other people's lives with $3 million a year in annual income? Hey, now, $8,500 a day may not be your number. It may be $280 a day. That's $100,000 a year for you. I mean, seriously, that is still strong right there. That's a pretty good start. I mean, $4,000 a day may be your number. That's over $1 million, 1.4 to be exact. I mean, anywhere here is better than what most people are doing, but we've got a chance now to pick your number. I say with this is what I call a fixed income chart, meaning you can fix your income to be whatever it is you want it to be. So before we leave this screen right here, I want you to pick your number. What sort of income do you need to live the life that you dream of living, to make the difference that you want to make, the impact that you want to have? Is your number $40 a day? Is it $280 a day? Is it $4,000 a day? Or is it $8,500 a day? So pick your number before we leave this slide. You pick your number, and I'm going to show you how to get to any one of those numbers that you've chosen. Look at this. Now, you're going to need some help getting to these levels of income, right? You're going to need to find some like-minded people, and I want you to clearly understand that they are out there, and they're looking for you. There are many people right now, millions of them, who are sick and tired of being sick and tired, who have never been introduced to MWR Financial, just waiting for you to show up to say, I've got a shot. I've got a chance to help you move your life forward and get where you want to be. Now, I shared with you earlier, 3 people, when one outside customer guarantees you $5 a day, $150 a month. But help those 3 get their 3, you've now got 12 people on your team. Now, keep in mind, you've only sponsored 3 yourself. At that point, with those 12 people, you qualify for $20 a day, $600 a month. In this economy, as it is right now, you tell me what $600 a month would do for a family in this economy. It would make a profound impact, I'm sure. But let's duplicate this process one more time. Again, we're 3 levels deep. You've only got 36 people on your team. You sponsored 3. Now you're at $40 a day, $1,200 a month. Let's do this thing one more time. 90 people on your team. 90 people on your team. You're at $80 a day, $2,400 a month. And if you duplicated that process and just taught those 3 to get 3, you're at $180 people on your team. You're at $140 a day, $4,200 a month. At that point, $4,200 a month, can we pay the mortgage? Can we take care of the car payment? Can we set aside a portion of that money and put it into an investment vehicle that gives us a high return so that we can establish an inheritance for our children's children? This is what this can position you to do. Again, pick your number. I'll show you the exact number of people that you need on your team to make this happen. And again, listen, let's just stay with this 480 people that puts you at, say, $280 a day, $8,400 a month. 480 people. Now, MWR Financial in this comp plan is not saying that you have to personally go out and sponsor 480 people yourself. You go get 3 and teach those 3 to do the exact same thing. But when you get 480 people on your team, you're generating $280 a day, $8,400 a month. That's over $102,000 a year for you. That's pretty strong right there. That's a good start, right? So, I mean, what difference does it make in your life when you start generating this kind of money? You could do this on a part-time basis. Add this to what you currently do. But 480 people, let's say it took you 2 years to do it, 3 years to do it, 4 years to do it. If it took you 5 years to do it, is $100,000 a year more than what you're generating right now as it relates to income? So whatever the time required is absolutely worth it, because this is true residual income. Meaning that once you put this thing in motion, whether you get out of bed or not, this money is going to come. Now, here's the other thing I want to be very clear with you on and help you understand that what you're building here with this business model, this is inheritable, it's transferable, it's sellable. Your children can get this income that you're establishing right now. This is part of your legacy. That's the beauty of what we're building with MWR Financial. Now, I want to share with you, we talked earlier about the $1 Million Residual Club ring, right? The Income Club. Right? I'm going to show you this new guy that just hit it today. These are 6-figure residual income earners that have done it in a very short period of time. Starting with my good friend, Mr. Terrence Hawkins out of Charlotte, North Carolina, Mr. Brian Bean out of Atlanta, Georgia, Ms. Christy Howard out of Atlanta, Georgia, Mr. Charles Ivory out of Hinesville, Georgia, Mr. James Mackey out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Shana Rollins out of Atlanta, Georgia, and myself, part of this elite club, right? And now here's the thing I want to tell you. I'm number 7. You count them. I'm number 7. You can be number 8, and you actually should be number 8. Well, I think the gentleman that qualified today is number 8. Keep in mind, 21 days in the business, and he's already hit it. Now let me share this with you. Brian Bean, Christy Howard, Charles Ivory, James Mackey, Shana Rollins all came into this business after I did. I had a 2-year head start on these guys, a 2-year head start, and they ran by me like I was standing still. Why am I telling you this story? Because this thing works for anybody who can see the vision and understand it and hit the ground running. There's no ceiling here. It doesn't matter if you sponsor me or I sponsored you. Whoever does the work is going to get the payout. This is huge. 2-year head start. Now this other young man that comes in today, been in the business 21 months and has already caught me. I've been in MWR Financial since day one, when it was just a concept, an idea. In 2017, we were just forming the company. I've been here that long. And in 21 days, this young man can come and do exactly what I've done in a 5-year period. Crazy, but it's real. So anybody can do it. So what he's let us know is that if he can do it, then you can do it as well. This opportunity is for anybody who wants it. If you're serious about changing your life for the rest of your life, I want you to clearly understand that you have a vehicle now that will get you there. Now, here's the thing with MWR Financial. We're going to help you save a bunch of money. We're going to help you make a bunch of money. But our ultimate goal is to help you create a lifestyle filled with freedom, options, and choices. Think about waking up whenever you're done sleeping. Thinking about traveling, wherever it is you want to travel in the world, buying a one-way ticket, come back when you feel like it. That's the beauty of it. You're in total control. How are we going to provide you that sort of lifestyle? Because we're going to surround you with licensed wealth experts. These are the same wealth experts that wealthy people have access to. You're getting now the same advice that Bill Gates gets. You're getting the same advice that Oprah gets. All of the major players that are winning and winning big, these are the strategies that they use. And our experts are going to help you analyze your existing financial position, see where you are at current day, right now, where are you? And then you're going to help you determine your long and short-term goals. They're going to structure a personalized plan to help you achieve them in the time frame that you choose, fast or slow. They'll even implement the right wealth building strategies for you. You've got everything in place. The same access that wealthy people have always had, you and I now have it. Now, let's talk about our third solution, and that's putting yourself in a position where you've got money making money for you. Now, we've got two viable concepts here that we use very effectively. Our self-banking private reserve account. Self-banking private reserve account allows you to become your own bank. You own it. We're giving you ownership. Now, we know it's the best way to help you save, grow, and protect your money tax-free with no risk of loss. Let me repeat that, tax-free, no risk of loss. Pay no taxes on your earnings. Who does that? Wealthy people do it every single day, and zero risk of loss here. No risk here, none whatsoever. Your money's going to make money for you. Even with our land banking solution, being able to buy land in the path of growth at 20 to 40% below market value. You can buy a pair of shoes on sale, right? So why not buy land on sale? We can do the exact same thing. Again, we're playing the game on the same level that wealthy people have always played the game. I want you to clearly understand what's happening here. The playing field has been made even. We've got a real shot at winning now if we take this thing seriously and run with it. Let's talk about results as it relates to our passport program. These are investment vehicles over a 5-year period, $11 million in passive portfolio income and gains. 11 million is what we've been able to do. This is a strong track record here. And again, folks, we're just getting started. Now, what is the ultimate objective for MWR Financial? To help you maximize your current lifestyle and your future lifestyle. Between the income, the MWR opportunity and the MWR membership, we can help you achieve those goals. Wherever it is you're going, whatever it is you want to go in your life, we can help you get there. What I love about this program, it meets the average person right where they are. And that's why we're winning in such a major way. So here's the thing. Why are we so excited about what MWR Financial has to offer and the impact that we're having? Because we know, and many people in this country are figuring it out, we are the first and only company that can provide you with real financial experts, implement real financial strategies, solve real financial challenges, getting you real financial results. That's why we call it MWR, Make Wealth Real. And guys, as I mentioned at the top of the show, listen, we're serious about this. We're helping people take their lives back. Think about it, putting yourself in a position where you've got this business of money behind you. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Before this platform, I woke up worrying about money. I drug it throughout the day with me. At the end of the night, I couldn't sleep worrying about it. I've got that behind me now, only because of this platform. Now, let's review these services real quick. And I want to share with you my results, the impact that this program has had on my life personally. I in and became a direct product of these very products that we're talking about. As it relates to our tax reduction strategy, now I've got access to CPAs, financial planners, enroll agents, all working on my behalf. I mean, at my fingertips, I've got full access to all of these guys. They looked at my current tax situation, got me back $350 a month, money I saw on my check 2 weeks later. That's when I started with the platform 5 years ago. So now think about this. $350, that's $175 every 2 weeks of new money that I didn't have prior to this platform. Now, prior to this platform, on that 2 week prior to me getting my instant pay raise, I was paid on Friday, broke on Monday. You've never had to do it, so you probably don't understand what I'm talking about. To go to a situation where I'm cash positive on a given payday changed everything for me. So I said, what else you got? Well, we're going to help you lower your bills. How do you do that? We're going to negotiate a reduction in payment on every one of the bills that you've got: cell phone, satellite, cable, internet, auto insurance, homeowners insurance, all of those things. I uploaded every bill I had. Listen, $173 saved on my Sirius XM satellite radio contract, $120 saved on my internet, $20 a month on my phone, and they kept banging away until they got it done. They would not quit. They were persistent, and they got me the deal. And what am I now able to do? Put that money back into my pocket. When we talk about multiplying our money with the investment vehicles that we've got, the private reserve account, listen, when they shared this with me, I was dumping money into a 401k. I had put enough in where the company was giving me a match. But even with the match, the growth of the fund was so slow that I was scared to work for those guys for another 25 years. Now, what I didn't share with you, I was 25 years old when I saw this platform 5 years ago, right? Now, you add 25 to that. What does that sound like? 80. Guys, that was the plan, simply because I didn't have a plan. So I asked these investment consultants to help me create an investment vehicle that would get me out of here sooner rather than later. And lo and behold, these guys started speaking what I thought was French, because I never heard of anything like this before. This whole concept of self-banking, a private reserve account where I could put money into a fund, have access to that money anytime I want it for any reason I need it, never pay taxes on it, then would be guaranteed never lose any money. I all but called a man a lie. Why? Because I didn't understand any of this. Who does that? And then my thoughts were, because I'm so naive to this program and this process, where am I going to get $10,000 or $20,000 to jumpstart an investment vehicle like that to get the kind of returns that you guys are talking about? The guy said you don't need $10,000 or $20,000. The same $350 they saved me in taxes, the same $200 savings I got because my credit score increased, put me in a position where I jump-started the investment vehicle. Turns out this private reserve account is paying me 10 times more than my 401k, put me in a position to retire in 10 years versus 25. So at this point, I'm jumping for joy. Why? Because for the very first time in my adult life, I've got a clear picture of what my financial future looks like, only because of this platform. Now I move on to credit restoration. I come out of there with a 128-point increase in my credit score. You take your current credit score, add 128 points to it. You tell me what that does for you. I'll tell you what it did for me. 10 feet tall, bulletproof, strong as thunder, changed everything for me, and got me a reduction in my homeowner's automobile premium by $200 a month. More money back in my pocket. That sounds like positive cash flow right there. That's what they did for me. Then I move on to the debt elimination strategy. I drug into that platform with me 15 years worth of remaining debt. That included a small balance on a mortgage. These guys have positioned me to pay that debt off. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 years. Guys, that was 5 years ago. 1 year from today, zero balance on everything I'm doing. Oh, no, man, nothing. Not to mention the $52,000 in interest they saved me that I otherwise would have paid to my creditors had I stayed on their plan. You think about this for a minute. Before we leave this slide, just dream with me for a minute. If you're not already there, think about what it might feel like to get there. I'm talking about a debt-free lifestyle. Oh, no, man, nothing. It wouldn't matter whether you get paid every week, every 2 weeks, every month, but when you got paid, say you had no bills, no mortgage, no credit card, no student loan, no car payment, what would life begin to look like? What would it begin to feel like? I know your attitude would change. You'll be in a position to make a difference in other people's lives because your money would be free. A total debt-free lifestyle. I'm nearly there. Thank God, because of this program. I'm going to let you know exactly what it feels like. Matter of fact, 1 year from today, when all these debts are paid, I'm hosting a party and I'm inviting all of you to come. I want you there. It's going to be an exciting time. But now let's get to it. Let's answer the $64 million question. What is it going to take to get started? Well, if you're looking at the membership, meaning you want to get your financial life in order, not interested in the business at this point, but you want to use these services, right? No contract to sign, no setup fee. And ladies and gentlemen, this includes a spouse, unheard of. We know that you couldn't go anywhere in the United States and find one of these services, much less all of them, for only $99.97. Nor could you go anywhere in the United States and find one of these services, much less all of them, to include a spouse for $99.97. This is the win, but it gets better. I told you, the CEO and founder of MWR Financial, my friend of 17 years, Mr. Brian House, is the most compassionate person that I've ever met in my entire life. He understands where people are in their financial life, and we want people to benefit from this program and not lose. So the program is designed to meet you right where you are. Look at what we do for our members that are using the membership. You refer 3 customers to the platform, MWR Financial then waives your ongoing cost of $99.97. You get total access to the platform at $0, nothing, $0. Who does that? You tell me another company in this country that provides a service like that. Nobody other than MWR Financial. Once again, I'm telling you, these guys have thought of everything. Now, if you are looking at not only using the service, but the business option, and you want to go in business with us, partner with MWR Financial, it's going to provide you with not only the membership, but the business center to manage your business. I told you it was turnkey, website capture systems, marketing tools, training, support. An entire corporate office is going to support you, experts doing all the work. Your cost, upfront investment is $149.97. Did you notice that's only $50 more than the membership? $149.97. Now that's an ongoing expense, right? But again, all you've got to do is expose people. So we're going to help you generate this income to cover this cost. Our leaders are going to execute, and all you've got to do is put the program in front of people. The experts are going to do all the other work for you, and you have an opportunity to get paid every day. But this gets better. This $149.97 ongoing cost does not have to be. MWR Financial says to you and me, the qualified financial director who's joined them in business, they say the same thing to us that they say to the customers. Once you refer your first 3 customers, we waive your ongoing cost of $99.97 for the membership. Now you own the entire business for $50 a month. Let me be clear about something before we leave this slide. This $149.97, I have never, nor will I ever, pay $149.97 to own this business. Why? The guy said you needed 3 customers. I went out and got 5. I came back with the 5. He said you only needed 3. Why'd you bring 5? I told him I bought the extra 2 for cushion just in case one of the 3 didn't pay. I never wanted to pay the $149. I own this business for $50 a month. And they surrounded me with these experts, these CPAs that are showing me how to take that $50 a month, include it as a business expense. So what is my real cost to own this platform? And the ability to get paid every day. And this $149.97 investment puts me in the middle of a multi-trillion-dollar-a-year industry, financial services. I'm bringing to the table the solution to the problem that 98% of the people in this country have and facing every single day. This is the win. If there ever was one, it gets even better. So now let's talk about these roadblocks, right? These mental roadblocks that are holding some of us up, that won't even let us get started. Your assumption of what other people think. You tell those people that Gerald Parker told you, you don't care. Why even worry about what other people think? Seriously? I mean, unless they're paying your mortgage and helping you sustain some quality of life, what do you really care about what other people think? And the vision is yours. It's not theirs. It was never designed for them. You saw it. You run with it, right? Here's the other issue. Your confusion about what's an expense versus an investment. You make an investment and it gives you a return consistently, month after month after month, covers more than pays you more than what it's costing you, then that's a good deal right there. And that's what this platform can do. Here's the other issue, your inability to decide, which itself is a decision. What are we waiting for? The perfect moment, the perfect day. I knew somebody who didn't want to start anything until the beginning of every week. So whatever we were working on, whatever project, whatever opportunity, I'll start on Monday. It never made sense to me. But these perfect days that you might be waiting for are not going to happen. I mean, the stars are not going to always align. Everybody's not always going to say the right thing. Make your decision and run with it. Now, here's the other issue that slows us up. Our past fears of failure. I've been knocked down more times than I can count. And I could have stayed right there, but I wasn't. I was willing to fight through it. And that's what you and I have to do to get to the other side. Now think about this. Have you ever prayed or wished for more out of life? You have to be able to recognize when the answer is provided. Now we are convinced that MWR Financial is that answer. Now, are you convinced? We're clear on it. We know what it's doing. We see our track record. We know the difference that we're making across this country. Now we're going to make it even easier for those who might be still on the fence or haven't quite made a decision yet. We're going to guarantee your success. Look at what they say. If our opportunity experts or solutions can't help you save, make, or grow more money in your first 30 days, what are they going to do? Give you a full refund. What risk is there? There's none here. How is it possible that a full service financial strategist company can make such a bold statement and put it in writing? Well, because they know, I know, and tens of thousands of people across this country have already figured out it works. I challenge anybody. Put your credit in front of these people and watch your scores increase. Schedule an appointment with the CPA. Let them review your current tax situation. Watch those guys save you money on taxes. Set up a consultation with the investment consultant and watch those guys help you and your family develop a game plan where you position you where you've got money making money for you. It works every time. Why does it work every time? Because these are the same tools. the same systems that wealthy people have always had access to. We're working from the same strategies now. So I want you to understand why it works. Think it not strange that it does work, and it will continue to work. Listen, they say these are so-called secrets of the wealthy. I beg to differ. I think they're biblical principles, not designed or set aside just for people who could afford them or who had access. They're for everybody, all of us. So now they've shared these secrets, right? These so-called secrets, and they share them with the wrong person. Me personally, I can't hold water. I'm telling everybody, and you should tell everybody. And in you telling everybody, there's a reward in that. MWR Financial is willing to pay you and me a ridiculous amount of money to tell this to people. Just share the story. And you know people need it. We all need it. We want to get on the other side of this thing, because I think it was Warren Buffett who said it, that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, then you'll be forced to work until you die. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the hard reality. Let's recap here. Now, what I want you to do is those who invited you, right? Whoever invited you, one, send them a text to say thank you for showing me this opportunity. But also send them a text and let them know where you are, where you're standing right now with what you've seen or heard. If you've made a decision already, you're either a 2 or 1, meaning I had a guy text me today. I sent him the video to review. He got back with me and he says, I'm a 2. Okay, let's roll. All right, if you're a 2, that means you want the membership on. This includes a spouse. Again, no contract, no setup fee, $99.97. You get a chance to get your financial life in order. You're saying to me, or to the person that you're going to text number two, that you want to get your financial life in order. You want to save money on taxes. You want to enhance your credit score. You want to pay debt off early. You're looking for an investment vehicle that don't risk your money like your current 401k. All of those things are available to you as a number 2, which is the membership only. Or maybe you're like me. You said, listen, I need the membership. I want to get my financial life in order, but I also want to create another stream of income because I'm looking to free myself from a job. I want to generate enough income to be able to walk away. So $149.97, I'm in the game. That means I'm a 1. And I want to take full advantage of everything that MWR Financial has to offer. Listen, if you made your decision, which I'm praying that you've seen enough and heard enough tonight to make a decision to join us on this mission, this ministry, this crusade, guys, this is the real one. Every now and then I've said, every now and then a good one comes along. And this is the one that can set us all free. This thing is big enough that fits all of our dreams into it. If you made that decision tonight, let me be the first to welcome you to the MWR Financial family. I want you to know that you're ready now to be able to save, make, and grow more money than you ever have before because of what this platform offers. We have a chance now to help people free themselves and get this business and money behind it. Now, I'm going to come out to the field. I think I've got my IT team on board here. If we've got questions that we can answer for you, here's the strategy. You're going to raise your hand, right? And then you're going to open your mic and we're going to get that question answered for you. So that concludes our presentation, but I want to share a quick story with you before we take any questions. I've been traveling and haven't made it back home yet, but I'm still traveling. So I had an experience just a few days ago while sitting in the airport waiting for the connecting flight. And as I sat there, I'm a people watcher always. I see how people move. And that's fascinating to me. It's interesting. So as I sat there, I could overhear conversations, people next to me on the left, people next to me on the right, people across from me. Every one of the conversations was relating to money. Every one of the conversations was relating to money. This is what people are talking about. They talked about inflation. They talked about wages. They talk about being sick of a job. I mean, I excused myself and went to the bathroom, and on the way there, people that I passed overhearing conversations, right? They're talking about money and what they're up against, the prices of gas, the increase in cost of food. What is that doing for you and me? That opens the door for you and me. See, this economy actually is helping us. It's giving us leverage. It's going to put us in a position where we can say to those people that I've got the fix for you, that we can eliminate this issue that you're facing. We can overcome inflation. We can get ahead of these food prices. We can put you in a position where you're generating more income. We can help you set up investment vehicles that won't risk your money like your 401k. The first thing we're going to do is help you start saving money on taxes, meaning putting money back in your pocket as early as your next pay period. Every one of those persons, if they had an opportunity to see MWR Financial, their life can be changed. So I tell you that story to say that this is first and foremost on everybody's mind right now. as we move through this economy. I'm betting that it gets worse before it gets better. And if that's the case, you've got to help people win. There are many, we talked about that gap as it relates to the rising costs, right? And people are not going to be able to close that gap. It is your and my responsibility now to put this opportunity in front of as many people as you can. Not everybody's going to say no, but not everybody's going to say yes. Not everybody's going to say no. But our job is to expose it, to put it in front of people, to give them opportunity to make their own decisions. But don't just walk by people and allow them to continue to struggle. People that you know personally, whoever it might be. We have a chance now to make a profound impact, to make a difference. Now, you tell me what an additional $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month, what difference does that make with your current situation right now? I showed you the table. I showed you how many people you were going to need to get there. We have a chance, guys, to do something big. MWR Financial is the saving grace for this country. I'm convinced. And as I share with the CEO and founder on the phone today, I say this and I'll continue to say this. MWR Financial, the only reason everybody in America is not already in MWR Financial is simply because they don't know about it yet. They've not heard about it. So who's going to tell them about it? You, me? I'm surely going to tell the story. And I hope you're willing to do the same. There's a huge reward in this. As I said earlier, these guys are willing to pay us a ridiculous amount of money to tell this story. So let's go tell this story and change some lives and get this country back on track. We've got a chance to do that. MWR Financial is going to be the saving grace of this country. This is, my friends, the new economy. That's what we've created here. And I'm honored and privileged to be on this journey with you. So let's take this thing and run with it. Go tell the story. Mr. McCray, any questions? Do I see any questions on the platform? Anybody raising their hand before we leave you tonight, sir? Anybody? I guess we covered everything, but I would encourage you strongly to get back with the person that invited you, particularly if you're seeing this for the first time. Let's get all your questions answered. Get yourself in alignment with this opportunity, because this is going to be the one that's going to set us all free. I'm convinced of that. No question about it. It's been proven. The track record is as strong as thunder. We've got a chance to do something big, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm honored to be on this journey with you. Let's keep moving forward. God bless all of you. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Aku sayang padamu. Desire. What is right and what is wrong? Desire.